A space where your past is discarded. A pretty thing like you should never look so blue. Come on, the night just started. 150 people in this house, but if you follow me, I'll get you the best seats. 150 people in this house, but we'll just let them be. Tonight it's you and mine. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. The lock is off the door. I take a lap around. I'm looking for the flask you hid in a drawer. And when I find it, then my eyes meet yours. I shoot you away, guess the band starts to play, but another girl gets in the way. She thinks it's her instead of yours, and now my face starts to burn. 150 people in this house, but if you follow me, I'll get you the best seats. 150 people in this house, but we'll just let them be. Tonight it's you and but first I gotta find your crew. 150 people in this house, but if you follow me, I'll get you the best seats. 150 people in this house, but we'll just let them be. Tonight it's you and mine. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. 'Cause tonight it's you and me.
That is right. Tonight it's you. It's whoops. Oh, I already fucked that up. It's you. It's me. It's Echoplex Media, and it's our special guest. We've got, I guess, would you call yourself? Are we a one-man band? Or
Yeah, currently.
I like that. So Carol Blaze,
Not by choice,
the band.
but necessity.
I get that. I definitely get that. Do you want me to call you AT or do you
AT's good.
AT? All right,
Sure.
cool. So AT is the man behind the band Carol Blaze. And from what I know, you're from the San Francisco Bay Area,
No, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
but you're currently out that way?
No, I currently live in the Bay.
Awesome.
Since 2019.
Great. Well, yeah, so I got the opportunity to check out some of your music. I was checking out your website, got a lot of your catalog up there. When I was tagging us on Instagram today, I saw that we could find your music on the music tab of Instagram. That's always cool. I love when that happens.
I'm not sure. I don't know if I did that on purpose.
Oh.
I'm not much of a social media person.
Oh, well, it's all good.
So,
it's there.
That's good that it's working.
Yeah, it's good to know it's working, right? So go ahead and tell us about yourself and about the band. Welcome to the show.
Thanks. Just been in bands my whole life. Came out here in 2019 at about the absolute worst possible time you could make a life change.
I mean, except for the fact that San Francisco rent was probably a little bit cheaper, just by a hair.
Pittsburgh rent. I mean, Pittsburgh rent was way cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and I mean, coming out here in 2019 was just pretty bad artistically. So I was pretty excited to get out here and sort of start feeling my way around and trying to, find a tribe. But the plague put that down really quick.
Yeah.
So anyways, I've been in bands my whole life. Lots of cool stuff in the past when I was in Pittsburgh, and then this was always kind of my solo project. And I've been doing this for a long time, probably since 2000. Play everywhere I can. If I book my own trips to Europe and play shows there, book my own trips to Tokyo, play there.
That's awesome.
Play, everywhere that I can get to in the United States. And so I've been trying to do the same thing out here.
Definitely. Well, that's awesome, man. How would you describe your sound?
I don't know. That's up to critics to.
Yeah.
It's rock.
Yeah.
That's about all I can. The only thing I can place it in is electric guitar rock, but I know that covers an awful lot of genres.
Awesome.
It's more about adjectives maybe than genres.
You take
dreamy and psychedelic and sci-fi and spooky and.
Where can everybody find you if they wanted to give the band a follow?
All the usual places, I think. Instagram and Facebook, Bandcamp. You can buy. I prefer that people go to Bandcamp and buy
Most
albums.
bands do, really, that we talk to.
Yeah,
It's definitely I'd say it's like one of the more artist focused platforms.
Yeah,
for sure. Like they give back to the artist a lot more than, say, putting it on even like Spotify or anything like that.
Yeah, and for people my age, it kind of makes sense to me, more old school. Like you actually have a CD, people buy it.
Yeah.
I've been laughed at like handing out CDs. Like I always have a bag of CDs with me when I go out, and it got to the point where I had to ask people, "Do you even have a CD player to listen to this?" And some of them would be like, "No," and and then I'd have to like give them a link or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. Cars don't even have that anymore. Well, for you listening at home and you listening on the podcast, I'm going to go ahead and play one of the songs that we got here. This song is called The Ghost Will Never Leave. And when we get back, we're going to hear all about it. Stay tuned. Share the stream. It's Local Love on echoplexmedia.com.
Some ghosts refuse. They won't go away.
That song was This Ghost Will Never Leave by our... Oh, I gotta turn off the auto DJ. Jesus Christ. That's my bad. I forgot to hit the
Okay,
button.
I can have a soundtrack in the back.
Yeah, we'll just do that. We got a soundtrack in the back while we're interviewing because we're professionals. Holy crap. Anyways, so that song that we just heard before I was so rudely cut off by myself was This Ghost Will Never Leave. Now I dig the sound. It's very reminiscent of I don't know. What would you say your influences are? Because I can definitely hear like a couple things, but I'd rather hear it straight from you.
Everything from Beethoven to Peter Gabriel to Sisters of Mercy. That's why it's kind of hard to stick it in a genre, because I listen to so many different genres, including film music, which is a whole nother lifestyle of mine, is producing scores and well, not scores, but cues for advertising and reality TV and things like that.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I mean, I guess when I'm making these songs, it's it just comes out the way it comes out. I don't like sit down and really say, oh, I want to try to make something that sounds like this. It just kind of happens. That's how it goes.
That's cool. Well, so everybody can find the music. You've got pretty much almost your full catalog on your website, right? carolblaze.com.
Yeah, pretty much everything's on Bandcamp, including like, you know, enough material that's not officially released on like albums through like TuneCore or something. You know, there's probably 3 or 4 CDs of other material that I can put out that's up there on different playlists. But all the CDs that are for sale and actually released via TuneCore are up there. And actually some old ones that I took down off of TuneCore, or that's the only place you can get them.
I guess one question that I definitely have is, where does the name for the band come from?
So I wanted to write a fictional character, and I sort of had this idea back when I was mostly a drummer. I wanted to write sort of this multimedia thing that was about a female fictional character, and you know, there'd be projections, and then I'd be on the side of the stage like putting live soundtrack to the story that was going on. And I needed a name for the character, and I saw a tube of lipstick in my bathroom called Coral Blaze, and I just thought Coral Blaze was a cool name, so I changed it to Carol Blaze.
I like that.
That was it.
And then, so you said you've been producing music since like the early 2000s. Is it always been under this band's title, or is this more of a newer project to come to date?
No, I mean, like, I'm primarily a drummer. That's my first instrument. So, you know, I got out of college and moved back home to Pittsburgh, and my first band was with, I got hooked up with my first band called Thickhead Grin in Pittsburgh through who was the bass player at the time, but her and I played at WVU together. So, you know, I started in that band. That band went on for maybe 6 years or so to play with a lot of really cool people in Pittsburgh and national people. And that was in the early 90s. I was like 92 to 98.
Cool.
And then after that, I got in a band called Low Sunday, which was the first, I call it professional band because it was signed to a record label. It was signed to Project Records, which is one of the oldest, most esteemed ethereal goth labels in the country.
Cool.
It's run by a guy, Sam Rosenthal. His band, Black Tape for a Blue Girl, was one of the bands on there. Clan of Zymox was on there. Some Robert Fripp stuff with another guitar player, Freeman and Fripp. They have some other bands, Mira, Voltaire. So just a really cool label. So that was a big deal.
That's cool. Did you get to do like a lot of networking when you were?
Yeah, I mean, at the time when we signed with them, he was in New York City, so we were playing CBGBs and Virgin Record megastores, and he had enough connections that we could drive up and down the East Coast as far as we can get, 3 days and in our shitty van.
Hey, that's tour life, baby.
Yeah, so that was cool. The next big thing was doing musicals with Anthony Rapp from Rent, and all kinds of other movies.
Cool.
Dazed and Confused, and
yeah, I'd seen that you were part of the Hedwig and the Angry Inch, the musicians cast. Or I guess part of the orchestra, or what do you really call that? If you're part of the music that's part of a big production like that.
Well, Hedwig and the Angry Inch is a musical about a rock band, so I was the drummer in the rock band.
Awesome.
And then a few years after that show, he put out a book called Without You that was about his life revolving around the musical Rent. So I also played the drums in the stage band for that show.
That's pretty awesome. How long did you do that for?
Hedwig and the Angry Inch ran for sold out for I don't know, 4 months in Pittsburgh. Every night. It was crazy. And then we went to Hartford, Connecticut, and we were up there for a few weeks, and then he had to go off and make some movie, I think, so that stopped it. And then for the Without You show, I think it was just maybe a month or two run.
That's cool. Would you say that was that part of, I mean, how long were you writing music though, individually, outside of doing the
when all that stuff was going on, I was doing this.
Okay.
That stage, some of those stages, it was a lot more, not a whole lot of self-confidence about it. I can barely play. I can barely play the guitar now. You should have, heard me back then. Well, but I was doing this the whole time, just making dreamy little soundscapes that actually Low Sunday, we would use for little intros and in between songs and things like that.
That's cool.
That actually led to being an artist with Jingle Punks, which is a huge placement company. So I have 100 cues on cable TV. That's cool. That are just soundscapes and things like that.
That's awesome. So you produce the soundscape. Somebody will use it, say a commercial or That's a hell of a job.
Well, it could be if you made some money.
Yeah.
Which
music is not always the most lucrative.
Yeah.
As any band that we've interviewed will tell you.
Well, don't get me started. When your music is 30 seconds of your music is being used on Pawn Stars. Depending on your deal, I won't go into details, but I'm getting nothing for that almost. It's like pennies.
The irony is that on Pawn Stars, they always are giving you the lowest bid possible too. So
yeah,
I mean, I guess I don't know. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and play this other song that you sent to us. This is Good Night. You want to give it kind of an introduction?
It's the last song I play of my set.
Oh,
ironically called Good Night.
Well, not just a clever name. This is Good Night by our in-studio guest, Carol Blaze. If you got questions, go ahead and shoot them on over to the chat. If you're listening live, if you're listening to the podcast, share the stream. We'll be right back. That song was Good Night by our in-studio guest, AT of Carol Blaze. And if you are just tuning in, that is usually the closer for when you do a live show.
It will be the closer tonight,
Oh, awesome.
unfortunately.
Oh, no worries. So I actually wanted to get into your production process because after doing a little research, I realized so you do the drumming and the backtracks, and then you go over what you've already recorded on your own with the guitar and the vocals. So how did that all come about?
I'm good. No, I mean, I wanted to make my own music, and I had ideas about what I wanted it to be like, and it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I could play the drums, I play the guitar, I play the bass, I can sing okay, and I can punch a keyboard when I have to, and so I mean that's just the way it happened. I much prefer a live band. I would much rather be doing this, especially performing with a live band. But that just hasn't happened for lots of reasons. But so I just do it this way.
Was there a point at all, like prior to the pandemic or anything like that, that you were working with multiple musicians, or has it always kind of been a solo thing?
Yeah, I've played with other people as backing bands, like in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Haven't done it here. I don't know. We can get into that discussion or not, but I just haven't found people who are interested in doing it.
Yeah, it's a little tough out here in the Bay, definitely. As any band that I've interviewed over the past 6 years will say, it's a lot rougher than you'd think. We got a whole lot of talented people out here, but the network is a little rough.
Yeah.
It's a little rough.
Yeah, I didn't want to bash anything out here. I was really excited to come out here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was really excited to come out here. It's 40 million people. I find it hard to understand how with a population that big, nobody goes to see live music.
Yeah. It's it's always a little bit of a
So it create it to me, like, just as an outsider looking in, it creates this desperate scene, and I mean desperate on the parts of the clubs where it's like, well, they have to pay $50 trillion for their rent or whatever, so that changes their whole. It's no longer about nurturing a music scene and creating a vibe and creating a tribe.
Yeah.
It's about, how many people are you going to bring to the club tonight?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to bring anybody, douchebag, because I just told you I'm from Pittsburgh. So I'm just looking for
I'm
ways.
out here to try and find new followers.
I'm looking for somebody like you to give me a chance and help me out and become part of the scene. And don't ask me to sell tickets for you, because that's not my job.
Well, no, I definitely get that. As like working as a DJ in the Bay Area, sometimes people ask me that same thing. Well, what are you gonna do? It's like I'm gonna come and play for 5 hours straight. Yeah. I'm gonna bring who I can, but you're the club, not me. So.
Yeah, and you're a DJ. Doing that?
And
you're probably getting paid, right?
Sometimes better than others, but
I won't be getting paid.
Yeah. I don't know, definitely. Well, and then also after the pandemic, especially, I'd say a lot of venues too had to shut down or close up shop.
That was horrible.
The ones that are still standing, they're leaning into a lot more of, I guess, whatever they can make the most money off of is usually whatever they're going to lean into.
Yeah.
And we've gotten into it on this show a whole bunch of times, but I mean, I'd say that the Bay Area, unfortunately, the focus for the people that are in the demographic that you'd want to, have follow you.
Yeah.
Most of them are just super tech. People don't really put a whole lot of effort now into arts and into nightlife, and
it's a lot of different reasons. And in Pittsburgh, where I'm from, it was much more concentrated. It's you could walk across the city in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But the clubs that were there were like these world famous clubs where it didn't, every single night of the week there was live music in them.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter who was playing. Nobody gave a shit who was there that night. They would just go to these clubs to see live music.
Yeah.
You knew that you were going to see 3 really cool bands. And it was more about a scene and being seen and being part of that tribe. And there was just so much less pressure about, oh, is anybody going to show up? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like it's just like, it was just so different out here.
Well, I definitely feel your pain there. As far as the production process goes, kind of walk us through that. I saw while you were setting up, you got your vocal processor, you've got all your different effects for your guitar, and then as far as the other backtracks and stuff that we're going to hear tonight, how does that whole process go down?
Well, so I had a recording studio in Pittsburgh for 20 years.
Mhm.
And obviously I lost that 1,000 square foot space for $300 a month
Holy
for
shit.
20 years.
Jesus Christ.
So
He just made producer Dave
you okay
choke.
over there, man?
Yeah. 1,000
By the way,
yeah.
I do have to drive home, so I mean the smoke in here. Never mind. So yeah, so I had a recording studio for a really long time, and then came out here and then had to stuff all that into, you know, a suitable basement
Mhm.
where I wasn't going to be bothered by people. So anyways, the production stuff, like when I perform, I'm just you know, I'm playing the guitar live and singing live.
Mhm.
And I'm usually playing through 2 amps that I decided not to torture you guys with for this show. Yeah, especially now at this age. But so right now it's just you know, the pedal board, which basically right now the show is what I use when I go play like in Europe or something.
Cool.
It's just the pedal board and my guitar basically. And then it's just amp simulators right now for tonight.
For sure.
That's it.
When you're booking these out of country shows, how does that usually come about? Is it just networking with people online, or
Yeah.
how do you make those happen?
It's just totally it. I mean, it's places that where music is still like, you know, a thing, and people still like to go see live bands, and so, you know, I would decide, oh, okay, in a month or 2, I'm gonna go on vacation, and I'd pick like a few cities I was interested in, and I would just start mass emailing, booking, you know, emailing clubs saying, hey, I'm possibly going to be in town for, you know, this date range. Can I just stop by and play a show? And whoever starts responding the most is usually where I end up buying a plane ticket to.
That's cool.
And I mean, I booked like, I was in Tokyo for like 3 weeks.
Nice.
Because I got so many shows, people responded to play shows there.
That's cool.
In Europe, it was always pretty easy to get shows because people are like, yeah, sure, like, you know, stop by. How about this night? You know,
Do you look up like venues that are gonna be, you know, where can I play a rock show in Tokyo? Or how, how do you kind of do that whole process?
Yeah, I do all that research and, you know, pick the places that look like it's, you know, gonna make sense.
That's cool.
But I got to tell you that I always say I could probably right now Facebook all my Tokyo friends
Mhm.
and have more shows in a week than I could book right now in San Francisco. I can't book shows here. It's very difficult to book shows for me.
Yeah. It's definitely a tough one to break into for lots of different artists. But I don't know. Don't lose the faith just yet, man.
Oh, I won't.
So I'm gonna go ahead. Are you about ready to do your in studio performance tonight?
I guess. Do I have a choice?
You have no fucking choice. You. I mean, yeah. If you want, you can run, but you are our captive audience for our captive audience for the foreseeable future.
Yep.
What I'm gonna go ahead and do. Just recently, our buddy James Perry. He was at the Vampira's 100th birthday celebration down in Hollywood, and this is Vampira, the Ballad of Mila. It's by Ashes Fallen. You're hearing it here, local love, and when we get back, we've got our live in studio performance by Carol Blaze.
Starve yourself for 17. Made yourself a vision of fantasy. Cinderella of the Baccarat. Dark seductress of the tiny screen. You couldn't find the line that stole away your dream. I hear no reaching out. I can still hear your screams, oh my love. Vampira. Rape your wit and raise the place. Femme fatale, the role you played. Every man would be a fool. Ordinary night glamour cool. She approaches through the spectral mist. Blood red lips with a poison kiss. But in the end everything was lost. You fought the power and you paid the cost. They took it all from you. Another in your place. You never got your due. Replaced by a younger face, oh my love. Vampira. Oh my love. Vampira. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lost in obscurity, you couldn't see it through. Outrageous travesty, we shall remember you. They took it all from you. Another in your place. You never got your due. Replaced by a younger face, oh my love. Vampira. Oh my love. Vampira. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey, hey.
Obvious, this present state, ready for you, won't hesitate. Fantasy flips, tied up taste, through the portal of light, meet our fate. How do you feel? Are you making waves? Good vibrations? Are you in a daze? Inside you, free at last, and no secrets in the past. Your guidance failed, you're on your own. So come along, welcome home. Room is splendid, blood is pumping. Send me a signal from the building. Moving through, in and out. Send me signals without a doubt. Room is splendid, blood is pumping. Send me signals from the building. Moving through, in and out. Sending signals without a doubt. You can hear this again. Some girls refuse. They won't go away. Yeah.
once claimed that you have an ability to face unpleasant facts. Is that what you demonstrated in 1984 by drawing an accurate portrait of the future?
I think that allowing for the book being, after all, a parody, something like 1984 could actually happen. This is the direction the world is going in at the present time. In our world, there will be no emotions except fear, rage, triumph and self-effacement. The sex instinct will be eradicated. We shall abolish the orgasm. There will be no loyalty except loyalty to the party. But always there will be the intoxication of power. Always, at every moment, there will be the thrill of victory, the sensation of trampling on the enemy is helpless. If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. The moral to be drawn from this dangerous nightmare situation is a simple one. Don't let it happen. Depends on you, depends on you.
Stop saying nothing wrong with my head. I'm burning, going down in flames. Just close your eyes and all the voices out of fame. Their words will drown me instead. I open my heart. I open my heart. Exquisite love, psychotic rage. I feel it every single day. I feel this fire sinking in me all around. It enters me without a sound. I open my heart. I open my heart. Bring me back my love.
We've got to fight against privilege, against the notion that a half-witted public schoolboy is better for command than an intelligent mechanic. We have got to break the grip of the moneyed class as a whole. There will be a bitter political struggle. We shall have to fight against bribery, ignorance, snobbery. The bankers, larger businessmen, the landowners and dividend drawers, the officials with their prehensile bottoms will obstruct for all they are worth. But the chances are the will of the majority will prevail.
Hold on and scream if I can go. They're not about to let you know. They treat you like some trash on the side of the road. They leave you making corner apart. I open my heart. I open my heart. Just a few more, I think. Going down in flames, owning your desires. When there's nothing left to burn, you have to set yourself on fire. Going down in flames, owning your desires. When there's nothing left to burn, you have to set yourself on fire. Flame is rising and it's getting hotter. Demons trying to get over their shoulders. Open arms and real naked hoods. See the devil if you look real close. Going down in flames, owning your desires. When there's nothing left to burn, you have to set yourself on fire. Going down in flames, owning your desires. When there's nothing left to burn, you have to set yourself on fire. Going down in flames, owning your desires. When there's nothing left to burn, yeah, fire. Going down in flames, owning your desires. When there's nothing left to burn, you have to set a fucking fire. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Tonight, wind blows past like a spirit. Yellow lines blur from speed. The sound of the engine of fate, soothing home, soothing home. Yeah, soothing home. Tonight, in the desert. Sand glittering from the headbeam's light. Only passenger by carnival thoughts and canyon fears. Whispers from my head. Oh, we are here. Oh, we are here. Tonight, should the drink come back? If the warrior lizards lights me on fire, is she what goes to my dust? Goes to my dust tonight. Maybe this highway take me somewhere. Maybe this goes make me live. Make me live. Will make me live. Will make me live. In this shiny desert, in this shiny desert, I am, oh, you won't drive us. You won't drive us.
All right. Sorry, I got to put a cape over. Yeah. I love to tune my guitar. And it's all for the song you already heard tonight. But it's like U2's 40. I absolutely play the song, this last one, every time. Okay, maybe it's in two. Thanks, guys. It was really fun.
Our friends in Japan and Australia are digging it.
Yeah, we've got listeners in Japan and Australia right now that are tuned in and digging your sound, man.
I gotta get back to Tokyo, man. That's definitely where it's at. Yeah.
Send me on, let's just burn with a good night. Good night. Hey, mister, I got your name. African, Asian, Japanese, they'll love you. Yeah, they'll love you. On this good night. On this good night. Yeah, the sounds are falling in the night. Night is colder. Don't you wanna go where the world is humming tonight? Yeah, tonight. When I was young, I felt alive, and the world was adventure. Didn't know that the world was round. Didn't know there was danger in the good night. Yeah, in the good night. Where have all our rock stars gone? You were so young when you were around. Glow like those lights above. But you moved on into the good light. Into the good light, Sean. Wasting all my time. Yeah, tell me why we lock ourselves inside a cage. Sit and smile off the ridge. No, it's not right. No, it's not right. Welcome to the future world, where the lights above will guide the way. Our tribe will save the day. Yeah. After this dark night, after this dark night, back in the city, back to the monster in me tonight. Isn't it pretty? Oh, isn't she a sight? On this good night, on this good night. So this is your night. Take what you can, find your way home, safe as you can. Have a good night.
That was our in-studio performance by Carol Blaze. Stay tuned. We've got more questions.
Playing in Hayward on January 6th at the Bistro.
Fuck yeah, that's a great spot.
With the Slow Poisoner, who's fucking awesome. So, see you there.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and play Rockstars Don't Apologize by Cat Robichaux and the Darling Misfits. Stay tuned. We got a few more questions.
Or just statements.
And statements. And
I mean, I'm here.
And
Hello.
shameless self-promotion from our in-studio guest. So stay tuned. This is Local Love, EchoplexMedia.com.
Then again, what was I thinking? Willing to be miserable for love? How pathetic can you get? Another rube? Come on, it's all been done before, and I'm not naive anymore. Damn right, I'm jaded. All these rooms are future ruins, waiting for the call to beam me up. My coffin rolls around me. Masochism is a dying art, but I will play from my failing heart. I will sing until I die. Rockstars don't apologize until the lights go out in my eyes, until the drumming ceases. I will burn with the fury to ignite. I will be a phoenix, and as I stumble into the night, you are my ammunition. When I crash in this never-ending fight, they'll have to drag me screaming. You'll have to drag me screaming. See the doll sitting in the playroom, perfectly positioned at the keys, but her knees will never bend, forever stiff, forced to please the masses, frozen, falling over at the slightest nudge. Surging in the blue, abandoned, raging in the luminescent pool. My lungs will be my cannons, firing against the undertow.